we're going to move to get into it. I don't have the... There we go. That's better. Now the chat's visible for the stream. Okay.
And I think the date 20.
Probably.
Which means tomorrow is New Year's.
That would technically be correct.
Oh.
And it would be the first end of an in-game month, though you guys started in the middle of Serial, so... Some people actually started a bit later than that, so a bit earlier than that, but those people were not in-game time we're talking about. Regardless, last session, your travel down the road picked up after you finished your rest at the fortress between you and Breline. As several individuals had, Josie had some things to do in the morning when she awoke after her meditation, disposing of her gun through the assistance of the blacksmith at the base, and as well attempting to dispose of the card left by Mr. Ifrit, but unfortunately it did not seem to be doable, and the individual informed her that the card was made of pure mithril, I believe. Okay, I get my fantasy metals mixed up sometimes. Made of pure mithril, and that it would be a bit more complicated to dismantle because of that. So then everyone slowly got up that day and went to resume travel on the road, with some people having some disturbing images in their imagery in their sleep that affected their beginning of the next day. As you all traveled on the road, Isaac asked about the card, I believe? Yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure that it was the card. I thought it was, but I could have been misremembering the item that this was done to. And was eventually given it, and Isaac used the card to feed the crystal rod a bit more magical power as he pressed the crystal rod against the card, and it collapsed in on itself and turned to ash. That was more like a faint crystal dust on the ground that slowly got swept off the cart as you continued traveling forward. As you traveled across the plains of toward Breline, seeing the city in the distance, eventually you ran into a issue along the way as you had gotten close to the city, as this massive creature pulled up toward the side of the road, rushing the road with the other carriages on it. It looked to be this massive reptile-like creature with several serpent-like heads that had the heads of wild boars at the end of it instead of snake heads. A hogdra to us in the meta world, but in the in-game world, I believe only Josie was aware of what a hydra was. I could be misremembering, and someone else might have gotten a role as well, but I believe only Josie knew what a hydra was, but didn't know why it had the heads of hogs. Nonetheless, as you all, before you got to react, saw these individuals rush out dressed in armor that was clearly made from the parts of other sorts of creatures into battle with this hogdra. And you rushed to assist them, handing the reins of whiskey over to a guard to head toward the city. As you rushed to aid these individuals and eventually slayed the hogdra after blasts of from the side, far away from this weapon that you all could not see from this individual, went off, and Hogja fell, having its head's blown up, but leaving its jaw and tusks intact. And my brain is stopping. Move forward. And you all began to introduce yourselves to these individuals, who introduced themselves one by one, aside from the mysterious individual off further in the plains who took the shots that they did. And they introduced themselves as members of the Slayer's Colossus, a guild that some of you gleaned some information on. And offered you equal share of what was to be taken from the parts of the Hogdra, and even gave an emblem over to one of you, I believe Astrid took it, that would be used to get some of the benefits of their guild when referring to the parts of this creature. We ended session with Josie approaching this individual who was off in the distance, firing upon the Hogdra, who led to its slaying with their quick blasts against the head of it. And we pick up at the same part of that scene. So you guys who plan to do something with the Hogdra have a bit more time before you, in fact, have to decide on what you need to do. So if there's any more thinking that needs to be done, or any, like, say, discussion between players that should be done, you can use the Discord to do that, and do that while I am, or the chat, even if you'd like, while I am covering what is going to happen, mayhap briefly or not, with Josie. As before we get back into it, does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns, or anything I left out from the recap that they thought I should touch up upon a bit more?
Beryl has the emblem.
Okay, that's fine. All right. And with that being said, we pick back up where we left off with Josie. Let me get some music that isn't necessarily mysterious, and we can get back into it. Where are you? Yeah, this works. Cool. I love when I accidentally put a dash in my link. As Josie, you approached over, walking your way toward this individual, as we ended session. As approaching from the distance where the shots came from, I will describe once again this taller tiefling woman with short, almost shaved down looking horns coming off her head, with, I don't believe I described any sort of hair, and that is because it is sort of put up behind, or in this cap that is worn, while she has these goggles on the top of her head that are worn, not on her face currently, as she has them up. She is wearing armor that is loosely made from, like, hides, scales, and other bits you can tell came from animals, some bone, that has this massive hunk of metal that she has hoisted up over her arm as she was walking while she was whistling. As you see this rifle-shaped, large, cannon-like weapon. It has what looks like the trigger and the grip at the bottom of it, but it has a handle that is built into the sides of the rifle itself, that can be gripped from the top. Clearly the intended use of it as someone would hold it from the top and fire. There is what looks like a folded three-legged metal apparatus at the bottom of it. Josie, with your knowledge of rifles, I don't know if you've seen this personally yourself, but I'll give you survival at advantage, I'd say, as you look at it. This is definitely a sort of tripod that is commonly used to prop up heavier weapons or longer weapons for, like, use in a more convenient spot. As you see it. Its barrel is long and cylindrical, with a sort of cumbersome square piece at the front of it that has the actual barrel at the front directly there. It is still slightly smoking as she walks over to you. Across her chest is a bandolier that has all sorts of different weapon, bullets and other sorts of things and components about it. And as you see, you look that the size of the bullets on this are about the size of the palm of your hand. Like, this would fully fit in your hand if you gripped one of them. They are very large. As this tiefling woman, whistling to herself, standing tall, with what looks to be the sort of demonic amber eyes, comes over to you as she's walking. As she, as I described last session, just stops for a moment, holding the weapon. Just goes, "Well, howdy."
Well, shit, that answers my question about range and accuracy.
Pardon? Oh, you talking about a little boomer here? She points over to the gun.
I've never seen someone be able to hit a shot from that far away.
It's kind of what this is designed to do, or at least a firing model I was using. I'm usually a bit up close. Sorry, where are my manners? Name's Euphoria. Most folk call me Yuffie. Good to meet you.
Oh, my name's Josie.
She'd offer a handout. As she does, you see that it is somewhat slightly burnt at the sides of her hand, and there is very obviously oil and some grease on the palm as well.
Yeah, Josie will go to shake her hand.
As you shake, you do see that there are a pair of gloves that are clipped at the side of her belt that she was clearly wearing before, that she has now taken off. As you shake her hand, incredibly tight grip as she shakes your hand. You can tell that you can tell from just seeing the literal hunk of metal already that you would have to be strong to carry that around and to fire it, but it's exceeding your expectation as she shakes your hand and just sort of spits on the ground, not in your direction, off at the side, as if she's spitting something out. She looks you over, does a little, like, adjustment as you see her put the weapon back a bit in a more comfortable position. As she looks you over, nods her head, and goes, "Now, my eyes ain't perfect from distance I was firing from, but I think I saw you taking care of that little hog beast over there with my dear friends. Is that correct?"
Yeah, we were trying to get into the city and saw the commotion, figured we could lend a hand.
Well, it's a damn pleasure to meet you then, if you're in the business of helping others and taking out big beasties like that then, so good on you. Good to meet you. You don't look like slayers, though. You don't look like a slayer, though. She wouldn't say you don't look like slayers. There's only one of you here.
No, it's because we ain't. We just...
got it. Caught up in the commotion as you're going down the road. I get it. It happens. You can't lose it every time I do this type of voice. You can't.
No.
It's gonna be bad for you. You just can't.
I have to live with the choices I've made. Well, right place, right time, or wrong place, wrong time, depending on how you look at it.
Well, I think that everything happens for a reason, and that there's no such thing as a chance. Well, a little bit of things as chance, like when you're trying to take shots and such. If there wasn't a thing as chance, I'd never miss a shot in my damn life. I'll tell you that much. As looking you over, her gaze falls to the weapons you have holstered at your side. In fact, at least I think, do you have them holstered currently? Do you have them out?
Yes.
Still? Okay.
No, I have them.
As she would see the bad romance in particular, and would go, "That's a mighty fine weapon if I've ever seen one. If I've ever seen one myself, if I do say so."
Thanks. This one was a gift. I had more, but recent circumstances had to pare down.
I'm sorry to hear that. If you're looking, if you're in the business of looking for a new piece, well, we certainly got people who can make things like this in back in Breline. But she looks you over and goes, "No offense, you don't seem like you got the heft for gun the size of Boomer here. Maybe something a bit smaller could be made."
Yeah, that's a little much for my current traveling lifestyle, but it's long range.
Well, it's not designed for long distance travel. I'll tell you that. Well, like I said, there's some people back in town. If you're interested, I could show you one or two of them. They could help you out with that.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
It's a date then, Josie. I'll show you around to that when you get the chance.
Yeah, okay.
She just has a grin on her face. And you can roll an insight check if you want. She seems genuinely happy to meet someone who appreciated her weapon upon seeing it as well, but also seems to maybe be interested in the same thing she is. And she seems to have really latched on to that. Josie, you can tell, maybe perhaps as someone else who really kind of has a niche interest, especially in this sort of era of technology, that she really doesn't have many others that she can talk this sort of game with. So she seems pretty excited about that.
Yeah, not many folks. No, certainly none of the folks I've traveled with really deal with firearms, so...
well, only people who I know are the people who make them back in Breline. Aside from that, nobody back at the guild even uses them aside from me.
How'd you do the head exploding?
Sparklers?
Yeah.
She, sort of goes to move and, grab it and says, God damn it. She sets the gun down to the ground. As it does, there's even with the most gentle set down on the ground, there's a thud. And there's a little shake slightly as she does. She would reach, behind the bandolier and, just pull two bullets out. As you would see, these sort of cylindrical shaped, pieces of ammunition that have this long needle-like point at the front of it. It's a couple inches long, very thin, you can tell, and at the back of the cylinder cartridge itself, there is this stretched out long wire that goes into it. And I'll give you the nat 20 from before to allow you with the survival to tell. This is a pretty advanced looking piece of ammunition from what you can tell. You can tell that the long needle-like part is for a less... it's big, and the needle is to get it to stick into something as opposed to just shooting straight through it. And that there must be some sort of gunpowder or some sort of mixture inside of the cartridge itself that the fuse builds into, and then it just booms, and a combination of shrapnel and whatever is in there must be what does the job, as you can see it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fancy little devices, I make them myself.
I've never dabbled in specialty ammo.
Well, It's well, it's worth the effort. No, but it's a lot of effort though. See, my background comes from well, demolition, you can say. I made bombs back in the day, TNT, hand bombs, things like that. Then I got interested in firearms, and I've been trying to synthesize both of them together.
That's amazing.
It's work. And it's a lot of work. A lot of it doesn't work. Sometimes there's some accidents. Looks down to her arm with the burns. Some very violent accidents, in fact. But I mean, I'm hoping I make something that'll even impress myself one day.
Well, you guys are heading back into Breline?
You betcha. We gotta cup this thing up and bring back the parts, sell what we can, and maybe see if we can outfit some of it into something real nice.
Oh, good. That's.
Reckon the captain hopefully gave you a fair share of it, since you seemed to play your part in taking it down.
Yeah, I don't really deal with any of that stuff.
Fair enough. Well, since we're heading the same way, we'll just head on back. We'll see what's going on there. And what are you heading to Breline for?
Oh, goblins?
Goblins? Oh, you're talking about the raids?
Okay, yeah. We're here to help. We got tasks, so we're helping out with some goblin problems.
That's an important issue. I'm glad somebody's with a bit more tact, hopefully, than us will be able to handle it, because we slayers, it's kind of in the name. We do the slaying part. We don't really do the talking or the I don't know what the word is, but
we got one of those. We got one person.
All right.
Who can be tactful.
Fair enough. So, well, I don't know what's on your schedule, as she starts walking back by this point, assuming you're going to walk with her. But once you get any sort of free time, I can show you those gunsmiths I was talking about.
Yeah, I think we should be able to. We probably have to get settled and stuff and figure out where to put our horse and all those kind of things.
Fair enough.
But they don't really need me for that, because, I just...
Well, we're heading the same way. We get back to the city when you know what you're going to do. If you got to go separate ways, I'll let you know where you can find me. And then we'll meet up another time.
Okay.
And you two start walking back. It's not too long of a walk, so no, intermediary conversation will be necessary. It won't be, silence in any sort of way for any sort of longer time. However, unless you were about to say something, Creed, I don't know if you were.
No, I was just going to say, if anything, Josie's just, asking more questions about nitty-gritty gun things that I personally don't.
No, and you'd be able to do that still. There'd be enough time to do that, and you'd probably arrive back in the midst of that conversation. So, the main group. So let's see. What's the plan with the Hogdra? Not everybody all at once.
Unless anyone's opposed to my idea, Isaac will take the lead if that's the case. I know Silas said he wanted to get some blood.
It's not a big deal.
You can get blood, dude.
If it's a deal breaker for what you're wanting to negotiate, then it's not a big deal.
I don't think they'd mind taking some blood.
What is your idea?
My idea is that I'm going to try to talk to them and be like, hey, can you buy off these parts from us? So that we don't need to lug them ourselves.
1 second. Sorry about that. So you're trying to negotiate to have them buy the parts that would be your share off of you.
Yes.
Okay, what are you saying to try and convince the captain of that?
Hey, Captain. We're not really, Slayer sort. So, like, you did give us a share of this. Can we just, like, sell you our share? Is that how this works?
Roll me a persuasion. I'm just thinking for a second on what this DC should be. Okay. Yeah. So, Captain looks to you. So he goes, You don't really know what to do with the parts, do you?
No, and I really don't want to get the wagon bloody.
Well, fair enough.
Beryl just mutters under her breath. Don't seem to have any issue setting it on fire, though.
So look, usually I wouldn't do that. Just a lot of parts for us. We usually leave a good haul of it behind. That's why we are offering it to you. 'Cause frankly, we don't need most of the stuff on there. However, with all that happened, with your assistance and your capabilities, I'll buy it off you. With all that together, starts looking over the parts, selling everything to us.
Unless anybody wants a trophy? You look to the group.
Beryl is adamantly holding on to her tusk.
Okay, so -1 tusk.
That'd be a deal breaker usually. The tusks are the most important part here. So it's going to be a significant drop in price then. For all the tusks, I'd give you 450 gold pieces. Without all the tusks in there, I'm gonna have to drop it to less than half that. 200 gold pieces for the whole lot.
Ooh. Beryl, how attached to that tusk are you?
I don't know. I mean, they said that, it could be made into weapons and...
That's why they're so expensive. That's the real value of the parts here.
I don't want to deny Beryl her reward. And really, you're doing us the favor by buying it off of us.
After all, I played a fair share in slaying it.
You did, and I'm not going to take that away from you, Beryl. Okay,
Yes,
so
she did.
whatever the remainder is -1 tusk.
I already told you what the remainder is, -1 tusk.
He said about 200.
200 GP.
Okay.
Alright. We'll buy it all for...
Did you want some blood?
He's not saying anything.
Okay.
Alright, we'll buy it all then. And, ow. We're gonna have to do some work to get all of that carved up. He looks to Lena, who is still awaiting this individual that she was perhaps a bit pissed at. This is before Josie and Euphoria get over here. As he would go, Lena, think you could do that ritual you do to make it so that the thing doesn't start rotting? As she turns to look over, and she'll nod, and she'll walk over to the corpse, putting the bow... bow's already on her back, I don't know why I'm saying that. She would walk over to it, and is going to take out what looks like a small vine-covered wand, and is going to kneel down by the side of the corpse, and just begin muttering something in a language that sounds like Elvish, and those of you that speak it can catch, like, every other word of it, but it's not Elvish. You don't know what the language is, but it sounds like Elvish, syllable-wise and, like, pronunciation, and there are words in there that are Elvish, but just not getting most of it. You're getting, like, maybe a third of it, at best, as she is, beside this, corpse of the Hogdra, and doing this, sort of strange, incantation. As he'll then go... he'll look to... One moment. I'm forgetting names already. Where are you? You know what? Huh. Wow. Where is this written? Mihara. He'll look to Mihara, and he will go, well, Mihara, you and me are gonna have to get all the other tusks out, because that's the most important thing back. We're walking back with those. We can leave the corpse of it here without the tusks and fangs, so that nobody comes and takes those, but nobody else is gonna know what to do with the other stuff. As he looks at him and goes, I really don't want to touch the carcass, if that's good with you, boss. And he goes, not good with me, because we need to get this done quick. As he just sighs and goes, can't you get Yuffie to help you? And goes, Yuffie's not here right now. Get to pulling. And they go about, start collecting the parts of the Hogdra more. And yeah. Josie and this tiefling woman would arrive in the midst of their work as Captain would look over and give a wave and shout and go, Yuffie, over here and help us out with some of this. As she goes, right, Captain. As she begins to walk over, looks to the rest of the party, gives a bit of a nod and like a little bow and goes, good to meet y'all. Name's Euphoria. You can call me Yuffie, though. As she goes to start helping the captain with the removal of the parts. Any of you gonna do anything while this is happening?
You said she was a tiefling. What color tiefling is she?
He's red skin.
Okay.
I would also try and help the captain any way I can with moving the parts.
Okay, sure. So you offer assistance in the getting the tusks out. Okay. Anyone else doing anything while they work?
Beryl pulls out her journal, flips to one of the earlier pages, kind of looks to Isaac and goes, Hydra's definitely stronger than an ogre, right?
Is there, like, a measuring scale in your book? Because I'm not entirely sure.
Well, no, I just, I want to slay a powerful monster. We've slayed an ogre. Now we've slayed a Hydra, but we had help, so I don't know if this one counts.
Not a Hydra! Captain calls out.
What is it?
Well, Hydras don't have the heads of boars.
Aye, but it's still...
No, it's a monstrosity called a, what do they call it back at HQ? A plane charger? We just call it Hogdra generally. Real Hydras aren't like this.
Are they tougher?
Depends on the Hydra breed.
And Girl just kind of makes a small note. In her
That's
journal.
probably going to depend on the ogre for you as well, too, depending on how strong they are.
This one was pretty strong. Undead.
That's not an ogre, that's a zombie.
Well, it sure looked like an ogre.
Zombies sure look like what they were before they turned into a zombie.
I think further research needs to be done, Pearl. Not that I want to fight a Hydra or an ogre anytime soon.
Fair enough.
Roll initiative and roll me 1d100 to see how many Hydras and ogres show up.
Hydras with ogre heads.
Oh, no!
Ogres riding Hydras.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Anyway.
One ogre for each head.
Anyone else doing anything? Or are you all waiting for them to finish their carving before leaving or doing anything?
Oh, wait.
Alright. So they finish removing all the parts. Afterward, looks to you, Carolina, and goes, well, thank you for the help. You weren't, well, you certainly weren't obligated to help, because we already bought these from you. Here. Offers you a gold piece. So he goes, right, let's get these things prepared to move. Looks to each of the group members and goes, around this time, Lena finishes the spell she's casting on the Hogdra's corpse, as you all would see this strange shimmer begin to surround the carcass that has a green aura just around it as it shimmers slightly as her spell finishes, and she then pockets her wand and goes and says something under her breath in that language that sounds like Elven that none of you that isn't Elven. As she then stands up, the captain goes, alright, we're gonna do 3 to a bag. And they all nod. And that's 1 second. No. It's gonna be 2 people with... How many people are there? There's 4 of them. I see. I'm gonna break that up properly for them. Because I'm bad at math. No. So they're gonna do 3 in one, 3 in another, and then 4. No, they can do 3, 3, 1. That's what they can do.
No, they look like they're like looking to physically carry a bag that holds these.
Nope. As they walk over and pull out from their sides these bags that they open up as wide as they can, the captain then takes the fang and slides it in as it falls into the bag and does not seem to put any sort of weight or indentation in the bag as he does that for each of them, and then they put the bags on their side. And as that finishes, Lena walks over to Euphoria, and she has a very obvious, like, the smile you have on your face when you're pissed at someone, but you're still trying to be polite. Like, as she goes, Euphoria, the plan was for you to fire those sparklers, as you so aptly call them, a lot sooner. So, mayhap if it's not too bold of me, why did it take you so long for you to do that? She turns over and goes, "Oh, Lee, stop riding my dick like you do. You're not my mother." As Lena just goes, "Vulgar as usual, but why didn't they?" She goes, I tried. As she shakes her hand about, shows off her burnt hand, go, "One of the sparklers popped on me. There was a bit of an incident, and I had to deal with it." Selena stops and goes, "Well, I'm very sorry that you hurt your hand doing that then. Let me see that." As she would offer her hand out, as Lena takes her hand and speaks in that language once again, and the burns subside as they fix. As she goes, "I can't fix the filth and muck on your hands, but I can certainly fix the burns." She just smirks at her, and like smacks her on the back, as she goes, "Well, thanks, Lee," and she just does like a full like stumble forward after getting hit. Goes, "Now, yes, of course." And the captain looks to them and goes, "You good now?" Right. Turns to look to you all and goes, "Thanks for the help. We're gonna head back to Breline now. That's where you guys are headed to."
That's correct.
Right. If I could ask, what are you here to do? Just visiting?
No, we're here for a job. We were brought on for the goblin raids to help possibly solve the problem.
As you say that, the captain nods his head and goes, "That's a mighty fine thing to be doing." Lena looks over, and she takes a breath in and then breathes out. People can roll insight checks if they would like. As she glances over at you all doing that and seems to, yeah. Silas, will you be rolling?
Yeah, my 1 second.
It's okay.
That's not cooperating.
Well,
I would say it's at it's a disadvantage because he's not fully committed to paying attention.
Carolina, Silas, you tell nothing. Sol and Isaac, the two of you can tell that there is relief. That she is relieved as that happens. Josie, Beryl, and Astrid, as she takes that breath in and lets out that sigh of relief, you can tell there's assuredly relief there, but there's also there's more satisfaction and relief there than you'd expect for someone who's uninvolved or not connected in some way to what's going on. Not necessarily like involved in the specifics of what's happening, but there's she has some sort of stake, you can tell, in what's going on with the goblins, assuredly. Josie, Astrid, and Beryl, the three of you tell that from her looks. As the captain continues to go, "That's been a problem for a while. We would intervene at the guild, but we're not really suited for diplomatic ventures, and we don't want to hurt the goblins. We don't know why it's going on, and frankly, they'd attack us on sight. They know what we're capable of. So we've been trying to stay out of it. We're also a neutral party here in Destin, so we don't want to get involved in any political affairs, but it's a mess, and we don't like it. Not like them to be like this."
Do you have any, any leads of any sort, where they're maybe based out of, or?
He goes, "Well, we know where their village is. But aside from that, no other leads."
Are they likely to attack anyone and everyone on site?
No idea.
Diplomatic option has not yet been tried.
it's difficult and shaky situation, from what I understand. And they don't want to deploy anybody who's not going to get the job done, or who's going to do it and possibly hurt them. A lot of folk out there that will just see a goblin, and if they have a weapon drawn and they're attacking, they won't think twice about putting them down. Sad state of the world we live in. It's a bit better out here, but with the adventurers coming through Breline like they do, they're not much different. Hoping you all are different in that regard.
Hey, I mean, we've heard only good things outside of these instances about these goblins, so...
I'll tell you what we do know, and maybe it'll be helpful for your ventures. But our guild is connected with the Lamia clan that lives somewhat out in the plains, and they've also been hit by them recently, so... Well, we could possibly get you in touch with them or work something out with that. I don't remember their clan name. I'm not personally involved myself. And I will spell that out for you. And... Soul? No, not... Yeah, Soul. You don't need a roll, because you've already succeeded on this roll. You should know that name already. But I can refresh it for you if you don't in a bit, because it was session 0. Isaac, Astrid, and high DC for Carolina, but Carolina can roll history. Not as high for Isaac or Astrid. Yeah, you don't know the name. Okay. Isaac and Astrid, you know that the Lamia are a race of snake, half-snake-like individuals that live further down south in Euclax, that are have the upper torsos of humanoids and have the lower bodies of varying types of snakes. Yeah, you know that they are found mostly in southern parts of Euclax. This is technically down south, but not as far as they're generally located. Astrid, from your guess, this is probably as up far into Euclax as they generally get. They're mostly found in... One second. Because I'm forgetting the names of my own nations. They are mostly found in Hesal and Brokesha. But there are also some that live in Sylvania, and you remember them living south down closer to the jungle-like part. They are a clan of them known as the Protectors of the Spirit Naga, is their clan name translated into Elvish. Translated into Common, who knows?
How are they dealing with the cold?
Huh? Oh, well, I guess that's a good question. I don't have any idea. You'd have to ask them, I guess. I'm gonna delete the Hogger stuff right now, by the way.
How far out of town is the Lamia clan?
They live a couple hours away from the city. They have a village set up right by where the right by the lake.
Goblins have been making the trek all the way there.
Goblins don't live too much further out by them. Goblins, they have their village set up in it's like a ruins, old elvish place. Lena, you know the name of it, right? I can't remember it for the life of me. As Lena looks out and just looks to the captain and smiles as she sighs slightly and goes, just pulling up a name. Yes. They, well, they live in a old elvish ruins that was once known as Imyiva Breline Keep. It's an old, old place, she says as she then looks away after crosses her arms. Yeah, it's an old elvish ruin, Captain says. He looks to you.
Does that translate to anything, or is that just like a proper name?
Astrid, I should have made you roll for this earlier, because you'd probably know this, because you had, like, proper schooling. Roll me a history check, and there'll be another check, after. So you know the language that, Lena was speaking in before was a form of ancient Elvish. So I should have given you a check for that before. And you don't speak or know ancient Elvish yourself, but you are aware of the language. And you can tell that the keep's name is an ancient Elvish. So you can roll me a straight intelligence check to see if you could maybe piece together the what it could translate to.
Okay, so like an English speaker who trying to read Latin.
Correct. Yeah, you can try. So it's a straight intelligence. Was going to be a high DC, and unfortunately,
That's fine.
A 12 won't do it. However, you can tell from the name alone, the first name, Imyiva, seems to be, what's the best way I can say this? Rest of is what it would kind of translate to if you were to, like, really put your brain to it. It's like rest of.
Rest as in taking a rest? Like resting place? Or like the rest of the cookies?
More like resting place, you'd say.
Okay.
Or like, yeah. Yeah, like a place of rest, or like or like just a fixed area.
Okay, cool.
But you can't fully tell. Silas, actually, you won't get a roll, because he wouldn't have told you, and there wouldn't really be opportunity for you to learn much about this. But I'm realizing now, you would have caught your master speaking in the same tongue as Lena did a couple times before. That would.
So I'd recognize it, but I don't understand it.
You don't understand it, and anytime you would ask your master, he would flick you on the head and would just say nothing. Eventually, you learned that it was better to just not ask that question anymore, or you were gonna get flicked on the head, and it hurt for some reason. But you do recognize it. Anyway, Astrid, anyone doing anything as that information gets said, before I have the captain say something again? Take this as a no. As the captain goes, I don't know much about, the ruins themselves, nor do I know much about, like, their layout or village style. I've not had much contact with them. Our guild master has, met with both the Lamia. Obviously, we have a standing agreement with them, and have met with the goblins a couple different times as well. So they might know more, but I don't know much. I mostly tend to the monsters out in the fields. Occasionally I run into a goblin or two, but outside of that, nope.
Okay, well, I appreciate the information nonetheless. Will certainly help us on our investigation.
Well, look, I'll let the guildmaster know, and hopefully she'll be cool with you all getting any information you can from her when she's free, because she's certainly not uninvested in this.
Okay. Would it be alright if we dropped your name?
The guildmaster?
To the guildmaster, yeah.
No, I'm gonna talk to her for you.
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna get to meet her, trust me. Not without me getting something for you. Very busy woman.
Understood. Well, I appreciate the favor.
She's not even in town right now. We're waiting for her to get back from a venture over in... Ooh. Let me pull this up. Where is my name? We're waiting for her to get back from a venture back at the real headquarters in Fervidia. And I'll spell that for you. And everyone save Josie and Beryl can roll for that. History. This basic geography knowledge, so if you think that you might not be aware of things like that, you don't have to roll. Soul, I would say you roll with advantage. Oof. So, Okay. Soul, you know that Fervidia is an island country that is far like southeast, and for some reason you know it's connected to Phoenixes, but you don't remember why. Isaac, Silas, Astrid, and Carolina, you know that Fervidia is a large it's a continent, actually, it's not an island, sorry about that. Large continent that is close to... Well, sorry, you wouldn't know that. It's a large continent that is allegedly the original home of dragons, and it is an incredibly hot land with large tropical rainforests, grasslands, and a massive desert. So you four know that. So we're waiting for her to get back. Might be a day or two. Don't know.
Instead, we'll be around.
Well, let's head back to the city then. We're heading the same way. He looks to you and goes, "You had a carriage, right?"
Yeah, I think one of the guards may have taken it forward, hopefully.
Right. Could we bother you perhaps for a ride if it's still on the road and not back at the city? You shouldn't have gotten that far.
Yeah, I mean, we only got one horse, but I could walk alongside it. You guys.
Well, if that's how it's gonna be, we'll just walk. We don't have to do that.
No.
No, don't worry about it. Trust me, don't. We walk a lot. Isaac, roll insight as he's looking at you and saying this.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't know. He just seems like he's being really nice. And doesn't want to make you walk.
Astrid will run ahead to go catch up with the cart and bring it back.
Sure. Astrid, as you rush ahead, you move forward, dashing your full 60, and then with another dash, you actually catch up to the guard who has, taken Whiskey and the carriage off at the side of the road, and is like at Whiskey, making sure the horse is good and uninjured, as Whiskey's just sort of standing there politely. And you pull up, he'd turn to look to you and go, "Oh, glad to see that you are unharmed. I didn't want to go too far, because I didn't want to just take your carriage and go."
That's very kind of you. We're going to swing back to pick up some friends we've made, but if you'd also like a ride, you're welcome to get inside.
Oh, no worries, ma'am. I'm actually out on patrol. We were supposed to go further down that way. I'm gonna catch up with my squadron, and hopefully, we'll get back to that. You have a good day. Be careful, getting more and more dangerous out here these days. God damn it.
Oh, don't worry. We will be. And she's going to give him a very winning smile.
Alright, as he will turn to start heading back toward Fine Squadron, and he was up and go, "Oh, and one other thing, thank you for your assistance there. I'm sure that would have been a lot worse." He keeps walking. Correct.
Okay, Astrid will get back up in the driver's seat and turn Whiskey around to pick up everybody.
Okay. As Astrid's doing that, Captain just looks to you all and goes, "Right, well, thanks for the help again. And thanks for the Hydra parts. We can do something with this. It's more than we're used to. But if you're ever looking for a group to join, Slayers will probably welcome you with open arms with how capable you all are."
Sure, some of us are more suited than others. Haha.
Earl just flashes him a winning smile.
He looks to you, Isaac, and he'd go, "You'd be surprised. We don't really have enough magic casters in the Slayers these days, so could use more."
Where would we find the Slayers?
In the city? I can give you directions. This is your first time in Breline.
Yes.
Takes out what looks like something from his pouch. What looks like a piece of parchment. Hands it over to you. Unfolds it as he walks over to you. It's a map of the city. As he is going to mark these Slayers' headquarters on it and go, "Right there. You'll find us there."
Gracias.
Keep the map. And I will mark on the map for you where their headquarters would be. But you're not on the map yet. Because this is an unmarked map, unfortunately. He's saying my smile is a death flag. That's kind of fucked up if that's what he was saying.
Not at all what I was saying.
It's kind of fucked up that you'd say that.
It would be, if I had said that.
Alright. And I'll pull you to the map when that is ready. That needs to be a different color, though. Oh my god. You know, whatever. Okay. So he hands you the map. You get that. And Asher gets back with the cart. He looks the card over and goes, yeah, that wouldn't be big enough for us anyway. Thanks for the offer, though. I guess I sort of strong-armed the offer out of you guys, though. And nonetheless, we're gonna head back. Don't slow down for our sakes if you got places to be. I'm sure with your important mission, you got things to do once you get there.
Possibly. We still need details.
Well, the thing you have to do when you get there is go report to the mayor, that's why.
Yeah.
Which is your details.
Okay.
Fair enough. Assuming you still are going to follow those instructions, you technically don't have to do that.
I mean, Isaac intends to, because especially since they'll probably comp us lodgings.
Fair enough.
It's his guess.
Let's take our break now, though, before you guys pack up and head to the city. Take 5 minutes, okay? 222 Augon music. Okay. So the carriage pulls back up. Astrid, you're there. Any of you have anything you want to say to any of the Slayers before you load back up on the carriage, or do? All right. As the Slayers will begin to walk, you guys get on the carriage. What pace are you moving at? Are you trying to travel alongside them, or are you just going to rush ahead to the city?
Guys?
Astrid's driving.
This is a question for Astrid, yes.
I mean, like, are we still actively talking, or is it like a situation where, like, we're both going in the same way and we say goodbye already?
They didn't say goodbye. Captain said you could rush ahead of them if you wanted to, if you had things.
Yeah, I think Astrid will just go normal pace to. We got a meeting to do.
But like, I don't know. Is anyone talking to them actively still?
No.
Nah. We'll probably see them later.
Probably just head at normal pace.
Okay. Well, at normal pace, you start to make your way toward the city. Another hour passes by. It's starting to... the sun is beginning to set, but it is not set yet. It is late now. As you begin to approach these massive stone walls before this fortress city. As you see beyond the stone walls, that keep you saw in the distance, standing tall, towers atop it. You can see as well, built on it, ballista and cannons, all prepared and ready. You can see that the stone that makes it up is rather old, but it is not within disrepair. It seems rather cared for. The same thing is true with the wall, as old stone but cared for nonetheless as you travel on what is now a stone road heading toward the gates of the city, as you see this archway between two towers standing open as a portcullis is pulled up, and a line of carriages is moving into the city itself, as you all end up getting in some traffic, in fact, as you are stuck in the queue getting into the city. As you wait about another half hour, around this point, you would have sped ahead of the Slayers, but they actually catch up to you by this point, as people are making their way in. As you are close to the front, they would pull up, and the captain would just look to you and go, "Yeah, that's rough. A lot of people coming in recently."
What can you do about it?
Whistles loudly, and you see one of the guards walk over. So he looks to the captain, and goes. 1 second, I'm pulling something up. Looks to him and it goes, "Well, if it isn't the bastard Lagazath, how can I help you today, Captain?" He says with a smirk, this dwarven man, as he walks up to him and goes, "These folk helped us out a bit with a creature that went to attack some carriages on the way here. And they're also here for a pretty important job from what I understand. They can tell you more about that. Think you can help them out and get them into the city quicker?" As this dwarven guard looks over to you all and goes, "Evening," nods to the two of you at the front, Beryl and Astrid.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm inside the wagon.
You're inside the wagon this time. Who's up front with Astrid then? Or is nobody?
I'll say Isaac is.
Okay.
Evening.
You all have something important here to get done?
We do. We have this missive from the mayor requesting aid.
Oh shit, really? You have evidence of that? Yeah, proof that you can show me? And he says very clearly, not in a like way that's like doubting you, but like clearly he needs to like see that.
Papers, please.
I mean, I believe that we were given like literal papers, like that detailed this from Setanta, right?
Were you?
I didn't put them in my inventory.
I don't think we ever gave back the letter, so I have the letter, and then Silas gave me the sigil up before the fight because I wasn't sure. I wanted to have it ready for when this exact thing happened. So Aster will present those two things.
Oh, so you're presenting both the sigil and the letter?
Yeah.
He'd see the sigil and he'd go, "No need for me to see the letter, in fact. Yeah, I can get you guys in quicker. Sorry about the wait." Looks to another carriage behind you and goes, "Gonna need you guys to pull back a bit." And the other carriage is gonna start doing that and goes, "You guys just, get your move, start to move off to the side. We can get you in through the other gate real quick." Would you like us to escort you to the mayor's directly?
Oh no, it seems like you have your hands full here. I'm sure we can...
No, please. This gate's busy, but we've got people. Only busy because we're doing extensive, checks on folk coming in these days because of the raids and attacks. We can't be too sure. With the war and everything, people are opportunistic, so we just got a couple men stationed to do a bit more thorough of a search. Really, we're not outstretched or anything like that.
I don't see why a little bit of guidance would hurt.
If you'd prefer to do what you gotta do without our aid, no problem, just won't be skin off our back. It'd be a small detail.
Astrid, what do you think?
Sure, why not?
Alright. As you guys begin to move. As you do, Euphoria walks past the back of the, cart. Having listened to what Jot said, she looks in and goes, "Hey, Josie!"
Yeah.
She holds her hand out and offers a piece of paper to you.
Yeah, Josie will take it.
Just nods to you and gives a thumbs up as she walks away.
Josie will wave goodbye.
God,
Okay.
you got the digits?
Yeah, Josie will look at the note.
Sure. As you would look at the note, it appears to be some directions to a to an inn. And it says you can find me here, and I'll show you to those gunsmiths.
Oh, she'll tuck it into.
It is written in her accent, in fact.
Damn, that's impressive.
Like somehow, it's very impressive. In fact. All right. As you keep the other way.
Her dialogue runs deep.
All right. As you all start to turn and are led by the guard, Captain gives a smile and a wink to those of you at the front and goes, "Good luck. You need us or want to see about the guildmaster? Head over to the headquarters. We'll show you a good time there." As he begins to walk past, Lena looks to you all, gives a bow, and we'll go, "It was a pleasure to meet you all." And then Mihara will just look to you all, give 2 thumbs up as he's walking, doing it like this.
Hang loose.
As then the carriage pulls forward, and you all begin to move toward the side of the wall, as you are led to a gravel road at the side that leads to a smaller gate. As the gate is pulled open, and you are being led through. The guard captain would not the guard captain. He's just the guard. Guard would look up and he would go, Mayor's got his own stables and everything. So if you're good, we'll just lead you straight to there. But if you wanted to have everything stabled and put somewhere else, we could find somewhere for that for you. But I'm sure if you're here for the mayor, he'd be able to accommodate.
Only the best for our whiskey, right, Astrid?
Yes, I suppose.
The mayor's stables will be fine.
That just sounded like you were talking about your son or like a child.
Well, I mean, what is a horse if not a child?
Like you're a fucking like you're two prep parents talking to like the school principal about we'll do the best for our boy.
Stables will do just fine. Yes.
As you get led through the smaller gate, you pass through and enter in at the side of the city as you are pulled, and I can move you to the map. Nope, wrong map. No, this is the right map. This is Breline. So as you approached, you would have spotted the shanty towns at the side. You would have entered through this gate right here. Or you would have been going through this gate, but would have gotten a smaller entrance at the side, so like somewhat over here. As you enter in through the gate, you find yourself in this massive stone city. With these stretching stone roads, tall, well-made wooden, stone, and brick buildings all at the side of you, with a European, sort of like English-style type buildings about. There are individuals near the end of their day. Work has concluded for the day for the most part. You know, it's around like 6-ish. PM as the sun is waning. So a lot of people are off of their daily work, and you see them going about to different places, entering bars, tavern, doing different activities in the streets as you pass through these actually very clean and well-maintained streets as well. Not a spot of snow for anywhere you can see aside from what looks like little piles of it, like at the corners of the road, and in some of the like patches of green about the city, as around every corner and by like every building there is a little patch of grass and green that has some trees to sort of spruce up life here in the city. As you are moving about, people are going about their days well dressed for the most part, as you're seeing what looks like where you entered, like sort of upper middle class sort of attire and going about as you move through the city. As you reach the main road and start to travel, passing by what looks like as you move a massive temple as you begin to move past what looks like a tall stone cathedral at the side of you that has what looks like at the tip of the tower, at the cathedral's tower, a depiction of a massive dragon sitting atop it, staring out with its wings outstretched. People can roll religion checks if they believe they might be knowledgeable on something like this. Anyone else like to roll? Alright. Sol and Isaac, you actually do recognize this. Astrid, unfortunately, you don't. Sol and Isaac, you do recognize this as a depiction of the Platinum Dragon Bahamut, the god of justice. Dragon god of justice, but is the god of justice. He is widely worshipped throughout New Claxon, is one of the part of the main Praxmorian pantheon from what you know, Isaac, with Erithis being the predominant goddess of these lands, but Bahamut serving as one of the other predominant figures in the pantheon. One of the law gods. You guys have seen their symbols and such before, been to the temples of law. As you pass by this massive cathedral, as you are seeing what looks like very well-armored and garmented warriors making their way inside, and in the courtyard you can see them sparring and training with each other, fighting tooth and nail against each other, as you see a good amount of Dragonborn dressed in like higher ranked attire watching about as they examine the fights and are giving instruction as you pass by as well. And as you move past move past the cathedral and start to turn the corner and pull up on the massive plaza right before another large stone wall directly at the keep. One second. I did not have this music ready. I should have, though. I thought I lost one of my playlists for a minute there, and I was really pissed off. Alright, as you, travel on the road and begin to pull up toward this plaza, and see, this massive wall, standing, not as tall as the wall surrounding the city, but this wall surrounds the keep that you can see from as far as outside of the city. As you see, the wall stands, with ballista, cannons, and other sorts of things atop it, and weaponry abundant, well-made, standing tall and strong. Atop it, you can see some guards moving about, going about different duties. And you can, in fact, see what looks like overhead, what looks like these massive flying forms that are swarming, not swarming, but are keeping watch around the fort, around the keep itself. As you see what looks like, why don't we get perception rolls, actually? Because they are fairly high up. Isaac, all you can tell is that this is assuredly like a large form of a flying creature. So Josie, Carolina, Silas, the three of you, can tell that this is a large, quadrupedal flying creature that is being rode on by someone. You can't tell more than that. However, Astrid and Sol, you see, flying in the sky, what looks like at least, 8, brass-colored dragons flying in the sky with these beautiful brass scales that somewhat reflect the setting sun, being rode on by knights adorned in very well-made brass-tinted armor, as they are atop these dragons flying about them. They do not appear to be adult dragons, the ones you see. They appear to be younger dragons, so not too big, but they're still dragons nonetheless, you can tell. As you are pulling up toward the gate of the keep, and you can see at the side of the keep, I'm going to use the map here for a minute, so if you want to look to that, this is the keep itself and the wall, this right here in the center, so all of this. And then over to the side, you see this massive square building that is constructed in this very sort of like large columns holding it up with a massive statue of the goddess Erithis directly at the front of it. And by her sides, there are what look like sigils carved into the base of this statue that are symbols of the other gods of law, as this is very clearly a massive temple of law directly at the side of the keep. And as you're pulling up, you see one more thing. A large statue. As standing in the center of this plaza is a statue of a giant of a man, tall and dressed in well-made or ornate armor, holding a beautiful sword in hand with long flowing hair and a thick beard. As Beryl, you've read enough of the Destin Chronicles that you are able to tell instantly that this is the founding king of Destin, Uthor Avalon, the first in the line of the Avalons who wielded a powerful and holy sword that you've not quite got to yet. You're not on that yet. You've just seen his depictions.
I imagine Beryl is just like, this entire time, like, not really looking up at, and she doesn't see the dragons, she doesn't see the temple or the keep, but she does pass by the statue, and just like every so often she's giving like small peeks outside of the back flap and just like anxiously clutching the tusk.
And also an interesting note, because of where you are at in the Chronicles, you've only seen depictions of King Uthor like this, like at the beginning, to represent that this was about him. But descriptions in the book have actually described him as a small, young-looking, youthful lad, as opposed to this tall giant of a man that you see depicted in the statue and that you saw at the front of the book. Interesting to note. You do not know why there's such a difference there in description. But you're also... The Chronicles start much earlier in his life before he was king. Nonetheless. So you all see that. And I can get a, history, Carolina, Astrid. I'd say even Sol too, you might know. And then Isaac. Sorry for those of you that aren't... usually the ones to roll for this stuff. It's a lot that you're not going to get to be a part of in this moment. I'm sorry about that. Silas as well, you're just going to know this. You would just know...
character the way you want it.
Silas, you would just know this at seeing him, as you would know that is Uthor Avalon, the first king of Destin. Sol, Astrid, the two of you know the same. Isaac, you know that's the first king of Destin. You don't know his name. As you look to it. As you all are pulling up. And as you pass, you see there is like a deployment of knights by the statue who are like giving bows and such as they pass, or like paying homage as you pull up toward the gates. And they begin to... Yeah, Carolina, you just have no idea. As the portcullis begins to get pulled open for you all, as you are led toward the keep, as the mayor looks to all of you, not the mayor, sorry, as the guard looks to all of you, smiling, goes, "This is Breline Keep, where the mayor calls his home, and where you're gonna meet with him and maybe get your lodgings. I don't know." As he will lead you all in, as you are led past the gate and led into this large courtyard with some smaller buildings at the side where you can see predominantly barracks and such for guards. But there are other sorts of buildings that you don't tell immediately from their construction, but you see signposts outside of them. There is a smithy, there is a library, and there appears to be a very large and very nice-looking stables at the side as well. As you're pulled in, the portcullis is closed behind you. And the guard looks to you all and goes, "Right, I can inform the mayor of your arrival. Would you like your carriage and horse to be stabled?"
Yes, please. That would be wonderful.
Right. Give me a moment. I will go fetch the stable master as he runs off toward the stable.
All of those places you said, the library, the smithy, the stables, those are all inside the smaller.
This is inside the keep's area. Okay. You guys have not gotten a full chance to explore the city proper, so if you do not find like those sorts of things in it yet.
Yeah. Okay.
This is just you can see all of this in the immediate vicinity. You seem to enter residential area when you came into the city, so yeah. Alright, as he runs off, are you guys gonna, like, get yourselves ready to not be on the carriage anymore, like, get your stuff off and, start unloading? Okay. Alright, as you do that, and then a moment passes, and the guard captain runs, not guard captain again, he's not the captain. Really gonna keep doing that. As the captain runs, the guard comes back with what looks like a tall, green-scaled lizard folk behind him with reptilian eyes, wearing some light hides as he walks up behind him. As he looks to you all and goes, "This is the stable master, Varro," as Varro gives a bow to you all, very regal and refined as he looks to you all, and he speaks out in this sort of posh and proper voice as he goes, "It's good to meet you all. Now, I see you have a wonderful little child here for me to take care of. Shall I stable him for you?"
Yes, please. His name is Whiskey. He's a very good boy.
He walks up to Whiskey and goes, "What a fine name," as he offers its hand out, and Whiskey sort of nuzzles against it. Very familiar and very friendly with the man instantly as he goes, "I can see you take very good care of him. Though, he seems to have anxiety. That's kind of fucked up. Not seen a lot of horses with anxiety."
Okay, that's fucking false. All horses have anxiety. Horses are the most anxious things on the fucking planet.
Sorry. Might amend that then. Seems to have an extreme anxiety, more than you'd expect for a horse. That's weird. Some sort of, well, not gonna dig too deep into that. I'm gonna take the horse. So he's gonna...
Whiskey, we love you!
Yeah.
Says he starts walking off, and leading the horse. Josie, with your passive perception as he's walking away, you hear him go, So what's up with you and fire? You good?" He says to the horse as he is walking away, as if the horse understands him and as if he can talk to the horse.
Guys, it's the horse whisperer.
Oh no!
We found him!
Reveal all our secrets!
As the guard then looks to you all and goes, "Right, the mayor. Right this way. Please follow me." As he's going to lead you toward the stairway leading up to this keep, as this large stone stairway walks up to this large maw of an archway where two large doors await you as you approach the keep. You head up the stairs, though you see at the base of them, at the sides of the stone-like foundation of the keep, there are what look like other doors. But you are led to the stairs as you start heading up them, and eventually get to the top, but do not go for the large double doors. You are, in fact, led through a side door as he opens it, holding it open for you all, and gives a bow. And you all follow him in as you find yourself inside this cold stone keep. As you walk through the hallways, there is fine decoration about the keep itself, banners and tapestries all about, and a rug that moves throughout the center as you do. There are torches and such about that provide these momentary reliefs of warmth as you move through, but you can tell with the with the season and with the material of the building, it is rather cold. As you are led and eventually are walking through, the guard is looking about, trying to find someone. There are several doors you move past as you do, and eventually you find yourself in this sort of balcony-like, wall-like area. There is a roof over your head, but there is no stone. You're walking on a pathway, and there's another pathway that is completely outside and atop this wall, right by the side of you that you could walk out from. So there's like a roof, and then this stone wall that leads to the ledge, sort of balcony-like area as you're walking about. And you would see what looks like a well-dressed, light-haired, about blonde, elven woman who is in the midst of looking over what looks like a tapestry, a banner at the side of the wall, as she is examining it, making sure it is well-kept and sort. And she is dressed in dark clothing that is well-made and looks to be of a sort of higher make, though it does sort of look like servant garments you'd expect. It does look a bit like you'd expect like a maid's clothes. As she is looking it over, this tapestry, as the guard walks over and goes, "Oh, excellent!" He walks over to the woman and goes, she looks to her and goes, "Tanilla, could you find the mayor? There are guests here to see them. They were requested to be here they were sent here to see him." As she turns to look. As you see this blonde-haired elven woman wearing a pair of circular glasses, standing there with this long blonde hair that is somewhat braided at the back. As she turns to look to you all, and she has a stark look on her face, though she looks, like middle-aged for an elf, so young still for most folk. She looks to you all with this stark look. She squints and she goes, "Are you guests that were expected by Mayor Avadan?"
We were requested.
Yes. Satanta should have said word ahead.
For the goblins, yes. Give me a moment. If you could wait here. I need to see where the mayor is. And if I can't find him, I will assist you with lodgings and somewhere to wait, before, when I get back. As she goes to walk off. As the guard goes, "Oh, right, Lady turns to look to you all and goes, "Right, so we'll just wait here. I apologize, that, I can't... that you were not greeted, immediately. It appears the mayor is busy this night." As he does look like a bit awkward and unaware of what to do. He clearly didn't expect to have to stick with you guys this long. As, he's, like, thinking to himself and, like, trying to figure out what to say or do. And before anything else happens, the wind picks up slightly, and you all hear what sounds like something with large wings just approaching as this creature just flapping its wings through the air. As you hear like a slight like grumble, as a brass dragon flies directly past the balcony first, and then turns back and flies over and lands on the ground. This is a large brass dragon, not adult-sized, about the size you'd expect of a young dragon, as it lands. And atop its back is a elven man dressed in brass armor with... One moment. There we are. As you see, this light brown-haired elven man with a sort of well-kept beard and mustache dismount off this brass dragon. At his side, there is what looks like a longsword sheathed, very finely made one, mind you, as well, as he gets off. His nose is slightly red from the cold, and the tips of his ears are as well, as he gets off and sort of breathes a bit in his hands, his gauntleted hands, as that cold breath comes out with the cold. He has greenish emerald eyes as he steps off, and is about 6'2", as he sort of dusts himself off a bit, looks to you all, looks to the guard and goes, I didn't know, well, wait, no, I did. We were expecting guests today. Are you all the ones that Father sent for, then? As the guard turns, and there's sort of this, like, instant relief on his face, upon seeing someone, as he goes, yes, of course, wonderful. 1 second, I have to check my thing. For some reason, it fucked up, and it did not list the name properly. There we go. Lord Asteros! It is wonderful to see you. Yes, these are guests who were expected by your father. They are here on an important mission. I expect that I can leave them with you. You aren't busy, right? As he gets, like, a sort of, like, understanding, like, look on his face as he smiles, and he goes, no worries about it. I can tend to my father's guests. Please, go back to your duties. And thank you for the work you've done in escorting them here. As he begins to walk over to you all, he gives a very formal bow, and smiles out then as he looks to you all and goes, I am Asteros Evadan. I am the third-born son of my father. It is a pleasure to make all of your acquaintance. I believe you are the individuals who were set here by Satanta, am I correct?
That's correct.
Wonderful! Okay.
Beryl, her usual greet and hold both hands out in a formal, like, name's Beryl. Lovely to meet you.
You shake your hand.
Takes it by both sides.
You know, he grips you with his gauntleted hand and shakes it. It's a bit cold. And he goes, well, it is wonderful to meet you all, and you'll find that hopefully, well, sorry, my brain stopped there. And we will provide the utmost hospitalities we can. If you all are friends to Satanta, you are friends to the Evadans. Are all of you going to introduce yourselves?
Yes.
Yeah. I would shake his hand and introduce myself. It's Carolina.
All right. As he would introduce himself and be respectful and rather kind to all of you through each of the introductions, and then would go, well, my manners, please. Apologies. As he turns to the brass dragon, and he gives a bow to the dragon, and he goes, this is my partner, Navlam. Navlam, these are individuals requested here by my father. As the dragon stretches his wings out in a sort of formal greeting, and he speaks aloud in Draconic. Do any of you speak that?
Yes.
Is Silas the only one who speaks Draconic?
Soul does.
Okay. So Soul, Silas, the two of you understand as he says, it is good to meet all of you, children of men and elves. looking over most of you, seeing that most of you don't recognize the thing he just spoke in. Only seeing recognition from Silas and Soul. Hard to read as his eyes move over to them. He then just lowers his head slightly and speaks in common and goes, "Ah, I forgot that most do not speak my ancestral tongue. It is good to meet you all, children of men and elves."
Nice to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure is ours.
I've never met a dragon before.
Soul would reintroduce herself in Draconic.
He turns to look to you and gives his formal bow again, and would give a more formal introduction to you in Draconic as well. As Asteros would look to you all, and he would go, "Well, it's rather cold out here. I do not want to keep you all standing here in the cold. Did the god get someone to try and fetch my father for you all, or did he just stand here?"
I think her name was Camilla?
Camilla?
Is that what you said?
No. No, that is not even close to what I said.
Oh, okay.
I also heard Camilla.
Okay, cool.
I heard Pramilla, but...
It was Tanilla.
Okay,
Tanilla.
that's not that far off. It's just the first part I missed.
Regardless, he would look to you all and goes, we don't have a Camilla, so I don't know that. No.
I said Camilla.
No. It's Camilla now.
Is it?
Yep.
Because I just changed my notes. Thanks.
Fine, whatever. As he would go, Tanilla then. Right, good. She will get father then. He's a bit busy recently. One moment. So he presses the side of his ear, and you can tell that he just cast a spell, Silas. Isaac, you can tell so as well, and so can Astrid. Josie, you too. You cast... Soul as well. There are people who cast spells. Anyone who casts spells, who can cast a cantrip, can tell that he just casted a spell. Then Josie can't, in that regard. I don't know if rangers have cantrips, actually. You'd still be able to tell. As he does that, and he goes, it's cold out here. Let's not have you all sitting out here in the cold. Why don't you come with me? Get you all some drinks and food if you'd like. I'm sure your journey has been long and arduous. Please. He turns to the dragon. Did I spell his name out in chat for you all? I did not. Just give me a moment. As he would turn to the dragon, and he would speak in Draconic, and he would go, we will meet up later, Navlam. I wish to tend to father's guests. The dragon would bow and respond, saying, as you wish, Asteros. Be careful. As he then flies off. That was all in Draconic. As he would smile to you all and go, this way, please. Tell me about your journey. How did you, was your journey well? As he goes to lead you all through the area. Is anyone going to talk to him about the journey here?
It was relatively painless, except for the Bordra at the end.
Plane Charger, or Hogdra, as commonly called here. Yeah, nasty creatures. Ran into one along the way. Hope it didn't cause you too much trouble.
No, the Slayers of the Colossus were there, and they handily dealt with it.
You know, a rather adept group of individuals, so you found yourself in good company against the Hogdra. Though, you all are friends of Satanta, I'm sure you are quite capable warriors in your own rights.
We dabble.
Now, Isaac, don't be humble on the matter. Even the Slayers counted upon our abilities.
We have made it this far.
Actually, yeah, you're lugging that around. Asteris looks to you and goes, "Take it that's from the Hogdra, then."
Hey, well,
if you'd like, I can find somewhere for that to be kept for some time, so you don't have to lug it around here.
Beryl just like holds it closer. No, that's quite fine.
I'm not looking to take it. Trust me. I mean, no offense. We don't need it. We could acquire our own if we needed to, if we wanted to buy it. I just mean it seems like a lot for you to have to carry around. We just wanted to offer to store it for you.
It's nothing, really.
Fair enough. If that is what you wish, then. Turns back to the rest of you and goes, right then. On that note, I'm sure Father will make arrangements for you all for accommodations and rooms. But if you need anything before that gets done, just ask me. I could probably find something, and for you all. I know you all just got here, and again, long journey. You likely would like to rest your legs some. At this, though, you arrive at a door, as he is going to open it up, and you are led into a dining area, as he leads you. Less of a dining area and more of like, well, it is a dining area, but it's not like a dinner room. It would be more like a, you expect like a casual room to enjoy like snacks and like beverages like tea and like wines and such. As he leads you inside, and there's what looks like a couple of servants about cleaning the room, and there is a butler as he adds in, as there are chairs, couches, and tables about. As he would go, take a seat we would like, please. As he looks to each of you and goes, can I get each of you anything to drink or eat? Probably any request you have is not too much for us. We have plenty in our coffers here.
You're very kind. Just a water for me, please.
If that's what you wish, of course. Is anyone else going to ask for a drink or something to eat?
Have you got any bread puddings?
Sure.
I'll have one of those.
Like, what type of pudding are you looking for? Sorry. Red pudding is the thing. Yeah,
bread pudding.
Yeah.
Bread pudding.
Bread pudding. I thought you said red pudding.
blood pudding.
Yeah.
Oh, bread pudding. I don't know if they have that. Probably, actually. Sure, we would have such thing. We can fetch that for you. He looks to the butler and he's going, if you would, George, can you fetch them what they'd like? So water, bread pudding so far. Anyone else, please speak up.
Some wine if you have it.
Specific type of wine you'd like? Red, white?
White's fine.
Oh, Carolina, get the pink kind.
The what?
The pink kind, you know? It's like a mix of both.
Oh. Pink wine?
No. We'll get you
rosé.
Sure.
As a character, it sounded like you said pea wine.
It did sound like that. Anything else?
Am I cutting out that poorly? Like
anything else for anyone else? You have a pudding, water, any coffee, tea, a colata maybe?
2 steaks, 12 eggs.
Whoa.
1 colata.
Okay.
And a bread pudding.
All right. George, do you need help with that aside from the waitstaff? Because I can come. As you'd see this butler just smile and give a bow and goes, "No, Master Asteros, we can handle that." So he goes, "Right, just no. Let me come with you. I don't want that to be too much for you. Anything else?" Master Silas, Lady Josie, Lady Astrid, anything for the three of you?
Whatever your finest elven wine is would be fine.
Fair enough. Unfortunately, I'm not able to offer you the finest. That is in my father's possession, and he'd be not happy if I took without asking him. Well...
break into Papa's
stash. And usually I wouldn't worry about it. I don't want to set a bad impression on your first time meeting him.
Whatever the finest is, it's not an inconvenience.
Fair enough. Less of an inconvenience tomorrow after you've already met him, if you're looking for the same thing. As he smiles, gives a wink at saying that. You, Lady Josie, anything?
I guess I'll have some water.
The way that was said just sounded so pathetic, and I just am like, oh no.
Correct! That I did it right.
Alright. Lady Astrid?
No, I'm quite fine, thank you.
Fair enough. Let's go get that, George, please. As he goes, Lady Astrid, no. As they are going to walk off to go and fetch these things. You all are left alone in this comfortable room. Any of you that sit down in any of the chairs, couches, find that they are rather comfortable chairs, well made, inside this bright room, and there is a lit fireplace keeping you all warm. And above the fireplace, there is a painting of what looks like another elven man. As you see, what looks like dressed in fine plate armor is a dark-haired elven man with a handlebar mustache, in fact, as he stands there looking rather regal and rather gentlemanly and handsome in the depiction up there. Looking a bit younger than the token I've just shown, looking like he is in his younger days, as he is in this brass plate armor with what looks like a large adult brass dragon right by his side, and he holds a sword in hand that is pressed into the ground. There is a smile on his face as he sits there. What do you all do as you are left alone inside this waiting room? I wouldn't say you're fully alone. There'd probably be another servant who is just tending the room and is there if you need anything else. What do you do?
Isaac would just make himself comfortable and wait.
Beryl is testing out all the furniture. Like all of it.
Alright.
If Josie happens to glance in Silas's direction at any time, he's trying desperately to gauge how she's looking at him.
Ooh, she's very pointedly not looking at him.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was just that's the only thing he'd be objectively doing.
Carolina would be standing by the fireplace, kind of like warming up.
All right.
Always creating small fires on the tips of her fingers and then putting them out.
Okay. Something like nothing of particular note aside from that is being done as you all wait, and eventually Asteros comes back with the butler George and a couple of other servants who are bringing in all of your things, and he is in the midst of traveling, carrying some of the things as well, bringing them over as he has taken a good amount of them. Sets all of the stuff that you have ordered down in his most convenient way before each of you and goes, right, your things. Enjoy, please. I hope you enjoy it. All of our drinks are bought from the finest places we could find them, and all of our food are prepared by the finest chefs.
Thank you.
Just saying thank you?
Yeah, just thank you.
Of course! Anything else you need, please don't hesitate to speak up. Being told that my father is delayed some. Apologies for that. He's with another individual in a meeting right now. This individual is also here regarding the matter with the goblins, though. So, could be helpful to you all. However, the meeting is a bit a ways from here. A bit out of the keep. So, don't want to inconvenience you all after you've traveled so far. He will be back in about an hour or two. In about an hour. During that time, after you've finished settling down and have, feel comfortable, I can help you all find lodgings. If you prefer to stay in the keep, we have plenty of rooms to offer each of you. But if you don't feel comfortable with that, there is an inn that is the finest inn in the city that we can set you up with. So, whichever you all prefer, we would love to have you in the keep, but I understand that some mayhap don't feel comfortable staying in other people's homes. Nonetheless, think on that. How do you all know Satanta?
Well, we met him in Wolford. We were actually all heading there for another job, and things escalated there, and
I had heard there was a incident there.
Yeah, there was
A few.
quite a few. Well, anyway, Satanta got our attention, and the other way around, and we sort of one thing led to another. Fell into working for him.
Fair enough. Well, you can't have a finer employer, if I say so myself, though you likely know that already. A fine man the Knight of the Spear is.
Might I inquire the name of the other individual that
The
is
name?
here for the same thing?
I don't have it, unfortunately. I was just given the information that Tanilla was, so I can't say. I can send a word to her if you'd like, and she could send word back, and maybe she could give me the name then.
I think that would be appreciated.
Sure. As he presses his hand to his head. And wait a moment. Give me 1 minute. I'm trying to find this name. The name is Astaroth. No last name, Strange. As he would say that to you, Silas.
All right.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Did they give us just like glasses of the drinks, or did they give us like a bottle?
The bottle will be brought in.
Okay. So then I would pour myself and Beryl a glass.
Yay! Oh, and I go and I grab the bread pudding.
Sure.
I eat it.
All right.
Is it good?
Well, it's of quality make. All the food here is of quality make, but it is of the food you asked for. I've never had bread pudding. I don't know if it's good. So, if you
Tell
think
me how Beryl would react to this.
I know literally nothing.
I've also never
I
had bread
literally
pudding.
know nothing about bread pudding.
Me neither.
So, like,
Zach, how would you feel about like a hot donut?
Wait, hot dogs are normally hot.
No, hot donut.
Hot donut.
How would you feel
Why did
if
I hear
someone
hot
cut
dog?
up?
Zach is deaf.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
It's like if someone cut up French toast and put it in custard.
Yeah, that's the. I would say that's like.
It's really wet bread.
It's like sponge. It's
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah, it's sweet. It's
okay.
It's sweet, wet bread.
Like I'm just literally picturing like hunks of bread dipped in pudding.
I mean, it's not. Hold on.
good. Sorry, I brought this up. I just thought bread
It's all
pudding
your fault.
was a very.
Kind of looks like a giant wet cinnamon roll, I guess.
Yeah, that's not completely.
It's definitely wet.
Yo, Zach will try one day.
I guess I will, but for the time being, Beryl will react sort of just like expecting it to be of very different consistency because she's had bread before, but never pudding. And so she kind of she looks at it very strangely and just kind of like takes a bite.
What are your thoughts?
It's different. I've had better bread.
I don't think it's supposed to necessarily be bread. It's a sweet?
It's sweet.
Yeah.
Like a dessert.
I'm not a big desserts guy myself. I've never had it, so apologies.
I'm like, I take like one more bite to try it again, and just like, I like hand it off to Isaac, kind of like slide it over to him, like, here you go.
He's her own barrel, and he just started eating the bread pudding.
Opens up her journal, crosses a line out on something, and then an upsetty face.
Nice.
Asteros sits down on one of the chairs in the room as he has what looks like a coffee drink in a mug that is very creamy with a lot of milk in it. As he takes a sip and goes, that is not good, actually. Holds it out towards the side as George goes, I'm sorry, Master Asteros, is there something? No, it's fine, I'll finish it, it's not as good as it usually is. Nonetheless, it's good to have you all. You're here regarding the matter with the goblins, correct?
Correct.
So, I'm glad to have individuals that Satanta trusts here with us for this. As Well, to be frank, the situation has been bothering me for quite some time. It's been the forefront of my mind. The goblins of the past are not like this. They have maintained healthy and good relations with our city for years before our family even came here. Many of them have been trusted friends and drinking companions even before. So this has been a disturbing twist of things, and I may not have all the information I could perhaps to be the most helpful, but I know them well. I have fought with them, and I have known these goblins for most of my life. So if there's anything I can do to help, I want to give all I can to make it so that this can be solved. I know this might not be necessarily what you want to talk about now when you finally have gotten off the road and are relaxing, so if that's the case, that's completely fine. I just want to make it clear that I will do whatever I can to help.
All right. I mean, we definitely have some questions. At least I do.
You can ask away if you wish to do it now, but as I said, if you feel the need to wait, I won't be going anywhere. Hopefully.
Will you be joining your father in his brief to us?
I will, yes. I will be joining him, and I believe there will be another individual there, who is another adventurer that was requested by father. I don't know him personally, though. Nor do I know the name, in fact.
Well, for fear of repeating ourselves, I'll withhold my questions until...
Very fair, Master Isaac, very fair indeed.
The guy that he just told us then?
What's up? Not the guy that he just told you about. Different guy.
Okay. So another guy.
Another guy, yes.
For now, I think it may be best for us to possibly just rest from our travels.
Fair enough. Your lodgings, then. How would you like to arrange them? As I said, we have rooms in the keep, but it is up to you where you would like to stay.
I'm fine with the keep, and he would look to the rest.
That sounds fine to me. I'm not really excited at the notion of going out and, mingling and such with all the city folk.
Not used to the city setting, then?
No, I'm used... Well... Before today, Wolford was the biggest city I've ever...
Ah! Well,
been in.
that's a town, even. A large town, but still. A town at that still. I can imagine why this would be daunting, to say the least.
Hey, it's a lot.
It takes some getting used to. I spent a good amount of my time in the countryside before I was made to move out here, so I understand at least somewhat, perhaps.
I like the woods. I like the open spaces.
That is how I felt as well. You get used to it eventually. There's a quaintness to the... Well, no, there isn't. It's hit or miss. Really no way around it.
Beryl sort of smiles and softens at that.
I will say, this city can be a bit suffocating to me sometimes. But I have been to larger cities and not felt the same thing. Praxmore I've been to. It's a rather large city, but doesn't really feel as confining. And the capital of Camelon is perhaps the most comforting place I've ever been in my life. So I can tell you, Lady Beryl, that it does depend on the city. So perhaps you will get better mileage in others than you will in this one.
I don't know about all of that, but well, Isaac's from Praxmore, so he's told us all about it. It sounds quite nice.
Oh, looks to you, Isaac, and gives a nod.
I certainly could call it home. I've always enjoyed living there.
It's a beautiful city. I have, on the few occasions I've been graced to visit there, I enjoyed my stay quite a bit. Real quick, is anyone opposed to the idea of staying in the keep?
No.
Alright, so it seems like your lodging is going to be the keep then. As he would look to you all and go, Splendid! Your room arrangements we can handle now. So let's do that. How are you going to arrange rooms? Are you all staying in your own rooms, or are people staying in the same room together? You have unlimited options here for what you could do.
Isaac would request his own room.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we kind of did. I thought we agreed we were gonna stay with each other. You know, in case anything happens.
We can share a room if you would like, Beryl.
That's fine. I just, looking out for everybody. And I kind of give a glance to Soul. And you're like, things have happened, and we've got to look after each other.
You're not wrong, Beryl, but sometimes a little bit of privacy is nice. No offense, but we have been kind of cooped up with each other for quite a while.
All right, I get it.
I'm fine either way. I'm used to sharing space.
Right, well, I'd be happy to share a room with you, Carolina.
I do need to know what other people are doing for their room situation. So I do need people to talk in this moment.
Astrid wants to be by herself.
Okay.
Yeah, Josie's also requesting her own room.
What would Soul like to do?
She would ask to room with Beryl and Carolina.
Okay, 3-person room can be done. Silas usually gets his own room, so I'll assume he's getting his own room now. Ben's gone. He had to leave, so he is not currently here. Going forward, though we will not be going on for too much longer. Okay. And you all are finished with your food and drink and whatever. And Asteros would lead each of you to the rooms you requested, and each of the rooms are beautiful. Well-made, beautiful beds, comfortable beds, and a comfortable temperature inside each of them that appears to be maintained magically. As each of you are led to your rooms and given whatever moments you need to adjust inside there. And then afterward, Asteros would, after leading each of you to your rooms, and go, right, so I am going to go make some preparations myself for the meeting with Father. I will fetch you all when he has returned, and we will go together.
Sounds good.
That's excellent.
All right. So he will depart, unless any of you have anything to ask him before he walks away.
Nope.
Okay. So then, you all have some free time. Your rooms are prepared. Are you doing anything? If the answer is no, just say no, please, so that I know that I can go forward.
No,
And
not doing anything.
we're having this meeting tonight when the guy returns, or
In about an hour, it was
in
said.
about an hour. Okay.
So Astrid's not doing anything.
Isaac would not do anything either.
Okay.
I am also not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Beryl will just continue reading the
Okay.
Chronicles book.
Caroline would just continue reading the history of Tiefling's book.
Blood of Asmodeus, okay.
Soul's reading The Stone Jungles of Euclix.
Okay.
Book club!
As you all read, and hour passes by, Asteros comes and fetches each of you. He is no longer wearing his armor. He is now wearing a more what looks like fanciful but like casual clothing he has on him now, as if he is no longer on duty outside of his brass armor. As he would fetch each of you and would come to lead you to meet with the father. As you are led toward a large room, past a pair of double doors, into a well-lit, well-maintained, what looks like, area for meetings. There's a circular table in the room with several chairs around it, big enough for what looks like about 12 people. Inside this large room, a chandelier that is lit and lighting the room, with several torches about that keep the room warm, and what looks like various amounts of decorations and other sorts of things you'd expect. It is rather fanciful and well adorned for a meeting room. And waiting for you inside the room is this older-looking elven man standing about 6 feet tall, with pointed elvish ears, short black hair, and a handlebar mustache, looking similar to the man you saw in the painting, but older, assuredly, and not wearing plate armor. Instead, he is dressed in a very regal attire, very fanciful made, with some gold and red hues and some dark blacks as well, with some fur at the side of the coat that he has taken off and has put on a chair. He has what looks like a cane in one hand that is used as a walking stick that is pressed into the ground as he stands as you all enters. And those of you with passive perceptions higher than 16 can see there is a sort of his leg does not look his right leg does not look fully functioning. It looks a bit injured, but it looks like a long-term one, like that has happened a long time ago, and he just has that. As this man stands there, dressed rather finely, with a smile on his face, his hair back in a ponytail, he would look to you all and outstretch his other hand in a sort of welcoming gesture and go, "My apologies, esteemed guests. I was caught in a meeting with another individual here for the same reason, and I could not greet you, and I'm sorry for that." He gives as best of a bow as he can with his cane and his leg, as he looks to you all, and he introduces himself, going, "My name is Volmir Evadan. It is a pleasure to make all of your acquaintances. Satanta mentioned much about you in the letters that I exchanged before you arrived, and it is a pleasure to have you here. He trusts you greatly, and that trust is shared then. Friends of the Satantas are friends of my family. I thank you for making your way here with as much haste as you could, and I hope your journey was safe." Are you all going to introduce yourselves?
Yes.
Okay. Go through. Introductions get done. And he goes, "Again, apologies for the delay. There was another asker here about the goblin situation, and I wanted to appraise the individual, as this is delicate, so I do not want people who I think are going to cause more problems involved in it. Regardless, it is a pleasure to have you all here. I trust you have been given proper accommodations in my home.
Yes, your hospitality has been outstanding.
Well, if there is anything you need, please mention it, and we will do all that we can to make this stay as comfortable as possible for you. There's another man coming. He is on his way. He is also involved in the goblin matter. I requested him to be here. He is a friend from a... Actually, wait. Astrid, how do you introduce yourself?
Full name, Astrid Concordier.
Okay, 1 second.
Oh no.
I have to roll something. Abysmal roll. Okay, doesn't... He seems to think for a minute, but doesn't seem to recognize it. And says nothing more.
Hell yeah.
So he goes, so while we wait, is there anything that you need to ask of me, while we have a moment before I brief you further on what is already known? It should be but another few minutes. So any brief questions you have?
You mentioned another individual who was asking about the goblins. Are we the only ones being tasked with solving this problem, or are you exploring options?
Well, this other individual, a man by the name of Astaroth, as I'm told you were informed, came asking about it. I met with him, and he was a strange man. How to say, he's like is deep in thought. Asteros chimes up. He goes, "My father's trying to find a polite way to say he was dressed like you'd expect a homeless individual who is very down on their luck and had a very strange aura to him, from what I'm told." The father just nods and goes, "As Asteros says, he did not look as you'd expect of a adventuring type. Elven man, pale skin, long dark hair, and just a very ragged and torn cloak that he wore. Clearly had armor and weapons, but he was asking less about the goblins and more about their home, the ruins of ancient elven name. I don't recall it. You'll forgive me. We have it written down. I will fetch the knowledge if you need it. I just don't have it off the top of my head." He was very interested in the ruins, which was strange because he prefaced that he was looking for the goblins. He didn't seem like he wished to do harm to anyone, but I told him he should steer away from interfering with the goblin matter. I don't know if he'll listen to me or not. Currently, there's 7 of you? Yeah. You 7, the individual Satanta sent, my friend, who'll be joining us in a minute, is another individual who I've asked to provide his aid. And those are the only ones I have called for. In that moment of silence, the doors open, and an individual begins to walk in. As one moment. As a elven man walks in, dressed in fine-looking medium armor that is a moon-like silver in color. As he steps in, there is an emblazoned symbol on this elf's chest of what looks like the symbol of Illustre, a long sword. I think it's a rapier, actually. I don't fully remember. Regardless, it's a symbol of Illustre that is of a bladed weapon on his chest. He walks in, he has long, flowing black hair with all different sorts of jewelry and adornments across his body, and what looks like a strange-looking shield on his hand that is a circular shield that has only that is made to look like a crescent moon, meaning that it has no other metal parts aside from the crescent metal part of the shield that is held. As he steps in, this individual adorned in this paladin garb, this would be the individual as he walks in with a young, handsome face, but with a rather serious expression on his face at first as he steps in. The mayor, Mayor Evadan, goes, "Ah, good. It is good to see that you are joining us now. You took your time. How do I not have his name immediately again? You took your time, Zeplar, Zepha is what it is. Zelpha, yeah. And then this elven man smiles, he looks to the mayor and looks to the rest of you, and his eyes fall on Astrid, and they widen, and he looks surprised and confused for a minute, and she goes, "Lady Astrid, what are you doing here?" And I'm going to end session there, as that's going to be the session.
Can we get the spelling on his name?
Yes.
Do you think if I pretend that I'm also surprised I'm here, that he'll buy it?
No, what are you doing here?
And Astrid,
why am I here?
Astrid, you would recognize him, but that's going to be next week.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's the session. I hope you all had fun.
Boy.
As we will resume next week, perhaps, with the continuation of where we left off.
Nope.
Yes, thanks for coming.
Thanks for running.
Gonna end the stream now. Bye, stream.